makes you feel the same way about her that I feel about you right now. I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know she's the one by the end of the night. I hope you never ever felt more free. Tell your friends that you're so happy. I hope she comes along the red, tell me what are your plans. I hope you spend your last time to put a rock on her hand. I hope she's brighter than your wildest dreams. She's everything you're ever gonna need. And I hope she treats like you did on me. And I hope she treats like you did on me. Like you did on me.
Only the best.
I wanna dance by water beneath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by swinging blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? I wanna dance by water beneath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by swinging blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? I wanna dance by water beneath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by swinging blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? I wanna dance by water beneath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by swinging blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Only the best.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space. And I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. Every pure intention ends when the good times start. Falling over everything to reach the first time spark. It started under neon lights and then it all got dark. I only know lead to late nights, ending alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use, or do my bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space? And I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. We took the long way round and burned till the fun ran out. Now my bad habits lead to late nights, ending alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use, or do my bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space? And I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you. My bad habits lead to you.
Only the best.
Knock 'em off to a flame. I'll pull you in, I'll pull you back to what you need initially. It's just one call away, and you'll leave him, you're loyal to me. But this time I'll let you be. 'Cause he seems like he's good for you, and he makes you feel like you should. And all your friends say he's the one. His love for you is true. But does he know you call me when he sleeps? Or does he know the pictures that you keep? Or does he know
little mix. Sweetie. Let's go.
We wanna celebrate like we in the club every day. Got all my friends here with me, and I don't need you, I don't need you. Got this dress up on me, so I don't need your stress up on me. Baby, we're done, c'est la vie. No, I don't need you, I don't need you. Should've left your ass from time ago. Didn't love me then, but now I do. I used to sit at home and cry for you. Diamonds on my neck, I shine for you. Ain't blocking my blessings anymore. Never be the girl I was before. I'ma let the good things in my life rain down. From the sky, drop like confetti. All eyes on me, so VIP. All of my dreams from the sky, drop like confetti. Drop it down, you're missing me, but I'm finally free. I got what I need to let it rain down like confetti. Flashing lights, I ain't gotta worry on my mind. Know that you mad, I realize that I don't need ya, I don't need ya. So DJ, say my name like it's my birthday. You're just a memory, I'm poor, I don't need ya, I don't need ya. Should've left your ass from time ago. Didn't love me then, but now I do. I'ma let the good things in my life rain down. From the sky, drop like confetti. All eyes on me, yeah. Oh, VIP. All of my dreams from the sky, drop like confetti. Drop it down, you're missing me, but I'm finally free. I got what I need, let it rain down like confetti. Let it rain down, let it rain down.
So my girl hit me up about a fuckboy dude. I said, hold on, what he say he did to you? Caught him sending dick pics and a couple of nudes. Shit, we could chop it off and I'ma bob it and stew. I don't play that shit, beat his ass on, ride or die on. Nigga, I'm a yucca, oh no, I'm an artsy bitch. You're gonna miss these lips, now I'ma have to slap yours on my slow verse and tips. I'm a Cancer baby, but I got Scorpio waves. Quite a high, and on my cards, top one is my face. Get a petty in my testy, yeah, there's plenty of space. New Igor on the block, they all copy and paste. Face on Holly, body on Chloe. Ain't giving you a chance, I'ma give it to your homie. Mood on petty, so promiscuous, you ain't getting this.
From the sky, drop like confetti. All eyes on me, so VIP. All of my dreams from the sky, drop like confetti. You're missing me, but I'm finally free. I got what I need, let it rain down like confetti. Oh la 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 la, oh la 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 la, oh la 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 la, let it rain down.
Only the best.
Es oro, oro de body. Es oro de body. Es oro, oro de body.
I never meant to leave you hurting. I never meant to do the worst thing. Not to you. 'Cause every time I read your message, I wish it wasn't one of your exes. No, I'm the fool. Since you've been gone, been dancing on my own. This boy's up in my zone, but they can't turn me on. 'Cause baby, you're the only one I'm coming for. I can't take no more, no more, no more. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. Cry, 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 but I like to party. Touch, 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 but I got nobody here on my own. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. Cry, 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 since the day we parted. Touch, 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 but I got nobody, so I do it so low.
Es oro, oro de body. Es oro de body. Es oro, oro de body.
I do it so low.
Es oro, oro de body. Es oro de body. Es oro, oro de body.
I do it so low. Every single night I lose it. I can't even hear the music without you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Try to stop myself from calling, but I really wanna know if you're with someone new. Since you've been gone, I've been dancing on my own. This boy's up in my zone, but they can't turn me on. 'Cause baby, you're the only one I'm coming for. I can't take no more, no more, no more. I wanna but I'm broken hearted. Cry, cry, cry,
so low.
Only the best.
Cause I can't sleep without you, no. I don't want to dream about you. Wish I had my arms wrapped around you. I've been out for 2 days. Tylenol PM ain't working. Losing track of time, babe. Insomnia. My mind is running too fast. The shadows on the wall keep lurking. I wish that you would come back. Insomnia. I keep on hoping to find you, reaching in between the sheets. Baby, it's only been one night. Feel like it's been like a week. Tossing and turning, flipping the bill, pulling the curtains. I got insomnia, 'cause I can't sleep without you, no. I don't want to dream about you. Wish I had my arms wrapped around you. Insomnia, 'cause I can't sleep without you, no. I don't want to dream about you. Wish I had my arms wrapped around you. Insomnia. I can hear your voice now, keeping me awake till morning. Can see you with the lights out. Insomnia. I keep on hoping to find you, reaching in between the sheets. Baby, it's only been one night. Feel like it's been like a week. Tossing and turning, flipping the pillow, pulling the curtains. Insomnia, 'cause I can't sleep without you, no. I don't want to dream about you. Wish I had my arms wrapped around you. Insomnia, 'cause I can't sleep without you, no. I don't
Yeah, good morning in that too. Also, yeah. Happy Monday though. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? That's great news. I sure am happy to hear that. Hope you had a great weekend. You had a great weekend. There aren't any Missouri people, so don't know how their weekend went. Don't think it went good though. Oklahoma man mad. Disappointed. Reality's a horse pill for a lot of people, you know. Florida State fans think they're winning it all. They're probably the worst playoff eligible team. How y'all doing? Let's see. Travis, Goose, Stingray Man. B.A.
Good morning.
Oh, thought I was just you in the comments there. Yeah. Jay Shipes. Sir UJ. Traveling Fools. Jonathan Miller. Nick DTV. Vanillis has been uploading videos.
Has he really?
Yeah.
I guess I need to watch those.
Yeah, they're just as alarming as they've always been.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's right back where he left, huh?
Yeah. Michael Sprague, Hogman, Adam Anderson, WR Fence Co., Austin Rogers, K-Dog, DGD, Edward Robinson. Let's go Darwin.
Not to be confused with Edward the Trash Talker.
No one could possibly be confused with that. Yeah, the epitome of stupidity. Yeah. That big Missouri rivalry is now 1-12. Yeah, Georgia-Mizzou, big rivalry game there. It makes a little bit of no sense in that. So what's going on? Time change mess with anybody? I completely forgot the time change yesterday till about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
How are you feeling?
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel fine.
Yeah. I left here at like 8 a.m. and I was going till about 8 o'clock last night. And then I started feeling a little run down.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going anywhere, but I worked all day. That's why I think that's why they know the time changed. Wasn't paying attention. Mm-hmm. It's really 9:15. Well, it's really 8:15, but it feels like it's 9:15.
There you go.
I guess.
Yeah. How does your car feel about
I
the
have
time
no
change?
idea. No clue. I've got no idea how my car feels. And they tried to, well, first of all, I don't really want to get into it that much because I don't want to get mad on today's show, but I still haven't talked to anybody. But I get some random text message, not even from a human being. I get a text message from some 5-digit number that says, hey, estimated time by system is calculating around 14 to 16 business days. Parts are ordered, and we are waiting to make sure nothing back orders. Now, that was on Friday. Now, 14 to 16 business days from Friday is 3 more weeks.
Yes.
I don't understand that. But what can I do?
I mean, you can't really do anything about it.
Go up there and with a wrench and
Fix it yourself.
I mean, there's nothing. What can I do? So, I mean, I don't know. The thing that bothers me the most about the whole situation is that you can't get anybody to talk to you. That's what bothers me the most. Like this text message, this automated text message from whatever robot sent this is great. But I don't know what they're fixing. I don't know what they found what that was wrong. I don't know anything at all.
Yeah, that's always the worst part.
So.
And this was the body shop that your insurance told you to take the car to, right?
Well, they didn't tell me to take it anywhere. The first thing they told me when I called them was you can take your car anywhere you want. Like, you don't have to take it to a certain place. She said, but we have a list of body shops in your area that we work with directly.
Oh, okay. I see.
And the process is usually smoother if you do it that way. And I had an idea in my head of where I wanted to take it just because I've lived here for 40 years and I know the places everybody talks about where you should go. And when they named off the list of places, one of them was Cushman. And everybody goes to Cushman. They've been around longer than I have. Mm-hmm. Like, I know they do good work. Like, I'm sure when I pick the car up, the work will be fine.
Yeah.
It's just the communication is the problem. There in that there is none. See, they deal with this every day. Every day, 100 people come up there and drop their wrecked car off, and so to them, it's just nothing. They deal with it every day.
Right.
I've never filed an insurance claim. I've never wrecked a car. I've never had any work done on a car. Nothing. So I don't know anything.
Yeah.
To me, they just have, my car. And I don't think it's too much to ask to be updated by a human being once a week when they have my car.
Yeah, once a week is not unreasonable.
All right, see, now, I'm going to call them today, and I'm going to demand to talk to somebody and be updated by a human being. I'm not going to let them give me no kind of rigmarole. It's a different story every time I call up there. Well, we update twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm like, well, you've had my car for 2 weeks. That's 2 Tuesdays and 2 Thursdays, and I've yet to hear from a human being.
Yep.
And then they go, well, the updates don't start until we've had your car for 10 business days. What?
Well, it's been over 10 business days.
Well over.
Yes.
Yeah, they've had my car for 2.5 weeks.
Yep. I don't think that's too much to ask.
What's up, Cowpoke? Good win for y'all, man.
Who did they play?
Oklahoma. They threw their goalposts in the river too, or the lake. Y'all threw the goalposts in a river or a lake? What was that? But that's not even the funny part. Let me find this again. The funny part is, okay, hold on, let's see.
Oh, that's what that story was
Let me
about.
let me see this here. Theta Pond, whatever that is. Maybe if you're an Oklahoma State man, you know what that is. They threw their goalpost in the Theta Pond. Well, these couple of scholarly individuals here, I don't know if it's got a picture of them or what. These two scholarly individuals here said, well, I want those. So they went down there and got them.
No way.
And what is this?
What the hell are they going to do with the goalpost?
Oh, no. It says, quote, I was like, look, if you want to get in the pond right now and swim around and look for it, I'll come and support you. He looked at me and he was like, yeah, if we find this, it'd be huge. Campbell said the water felt like an ice bath and onlookers steered him wrong a couple of times, but after about 15 minutes, after a team of cowboys studied angles of several different TikTok and Instagram posts, Campbell lit up. Griff, I found it, he said, feeling something with his foot on the mossy bottom of the pond. 4 or 5 students rushed over to help as Campbell reached down and pulled a bright yellow piece of metal out of the water. It was bedlam all over again. It's like a piece of the Berlin Wall, a voice exclaimed in the darkness.
Wow, that might be a little extreme right there.
Oklahoma State goalpost got tossed into Theta Pond on campus after the Bedlam win, but late Saturday night I stumbled across Noah Campbell, a student who went for a swim to find part of them and succeeded.
Hey, hold up. This is just a statics problem, bro. That is wild, dude. Oh my god. Is this just one of the uprights? Yeah, this is one of the uprights. I respect it. I know, we gotta go now. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
We don't want to get the police to take it from us. Okay. I'm gonna go to the other side. Where's the go? Let's go. Okay, you got it. Oh, shoot. Hey. It is. I carry this thing.
Woo!
Wow.
Why throw it in there to start with? You're just going to go get it. Hogman, I need you to go get those Alabama goalposts from last year. How come nobody's gone and got them Tennessee goalposts? Seems like a goalpost will be heavier than that. I'm pretty sure they're hollow.
Yeah, I heard one of them say that particular piece too was like the upright. So one of the I don't know how heavy they are.
Somebody already got them out? Oh, okay. Kirby's belt says goalposts are hollow. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Hoghead says he ain't got no interest in it.
Now, I helped tear some goalposts down one time, but I never threw any in a river or anything.
How difficult was that? How difficult was it getting it down?
It's probably a lot harder now. Back then, it wasn't that hard.
Really?
No. Now a lot of these ones now fall down automatically. They're like mechanical. But no, it wasn't that hard. Especially when you got 20,000 people pulling on them.
So you were caught up in the moment, right?
Yeah. Mildew will destroy that UJ defense. Yeah, right. I've made goalposts before, says Dave. Yeah, I've never made any goalpost.
Pastor Dave seems like he might be a Jay Shipes master of all trades there.
Really?
Yeah, well but the only thing he's got one up on Jay is Pastor Dave is actually a pastor.
Well, we don't hold that against him.
No, of course not. Of course
It's fine that he's a pastor. Notice he's not in here every day beating his Bible over everyone's head.
Right.
Yeah, like he just leaves people alone.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. Are you going to build a backyard goalpost? No. I don't got no interest in it.
And got no interest in it.
Maybe if my team was terrible, I'd build one. And then, like, once every 3 years, when they won a relevant game, I'd go in my backyard and tear down my own goalpost. But, like, right now, there is no goalpost right now that Georgia would tear down anyway. Like, Georgia's not tearing down any goalpost.
No.
There is no game Georgia could win right now that would result in them tearing down their goalpost. Now, in the past there was, but not right now. You have to be a pretty bad to mediocre to average team to tear down a goalpost. Why don't you just get that cup right there?
Okay.
How would you feel if you saw a worker driving your Mustang in a drive-through? Well, I mean, I'm not one of these people who treats my car like a human being or what, but obviously that's not. Like, obviously they shouldn't be doing that. I thought about putting it in valet mode, but I figured they're a body shop. They probably have a way to undo that. Anyway, you know. But like anytime I go to a hotel or anywhere that has valet parking, I put it in valet mode.
I'm probably setting myself up for something here, but is there actually what is valet mode? I don't.
It just limits what the car can do.
Oh.
Like they can't go over a certain miles per hour. Shit, they can't go over a certain RPMs, shit like that.
Okay. I didn't even know that was an option.
It's like putting training wheels on the car.
Oh, okay.
Like if you wanted to let your kid drive that car, you could do that too.
Oh.
And it limits. I can't remember what speed it limits it to, but it just throttles everything down. They can't go racing. They can't tell you, that kind of thing.
Hobbles the car, Celine Driver says. Okay.
So when your car is 25 years old, it doesn't have valet mode. You don't know anything about it. Your Hyundai Sonata can outrun your Mustang.
Oh, stop it.
Celine. Yeah, that's a good analogy, Anthony. It turns your car into Iowa's offense. That's a good way to put it.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, Connor Stallions is the biggest football story this year. Yeah, that's a good idea if we can come up with something that fits in with the Slav Olympics. If we didn't already do a costume contest, because he dresses up on the sideline, that would have been. But we already do that. I don't know what else we would do. We'll have to think of something, but that is a good idea. Something with Michigan cheating or Connor Stallions or something like that. Yeah.
I saw Pete in here earlier, and he said that he got his room booked for PCB.
We did too.
Yeah, we got our room booked, and he said he got his plane ticket for Vegas
Oh.
booked too. So
When's he going?
I don't know. He didn't say.
Pete, when are you going? Are you going Sunday or Monday? Milrose should definitely be in the Heisman discussion at this point. Why? Why? I don't understand Alabama fans. I don't.
Is there any word on Jaden Daniels too? Is that yeah?
I haven't heard. We'll look in a minute. Jalen Milroe has 1,800 yards passing and 300 yards. He's got 2,100 yards total. Let's just pick any random Heisman. Bo Nix. Bo Nix. He's not even the favorite, but we'll look. How does he compare to Bo Nix? And their teams have the same record. Bo Nix has 2,700 passing, 100 rushing. Bo Nix has 2,800 yards total. Mildew has 2,100. Bo Nix has 5. Bo Nix has a total of 30 touchdowns. Jalen Mildew has 922. So he's got a third less touchdowns and 800 less yards than Bo Nix. He completes 64% of his passes. Bo Nix completes 78% of his passes. So, and the numbers would be the same or similar to any other legitimate Heisman candidate. Ollie Gordon, yeah, he's probably the best running back in football this year, but you know how hard it is for a running back to win the Heisman. Florida isn't making a bowl game. Probably not. They're going to be underdogs in their next 3 games, that's for sure. LSU, Missouri, and Florida State. Mildew had a great game, but having 2 or 3 good games in a season doesn't make you a Heisman quarterback. I mean, how many bad games has Mildew had? 6? 5? How many bad games has Carson Beck had? 0. Carson Beck's not winning the Heisman. Let's look at his numbers compared to Jalen Mildew. Carson Beck doesn't have the numbers to win the Heisman. Let's check his numbers against Mildew. Carson Beck has 2,700 yards passing. That's 1,000 more than Mildew.
Yeah.
Carson Beck has 1,000 more passing yards than Mildew. And Mildew has 200 more rushing yards than Beck. So that's a net of 800 more total yards for Carson Beck. Carson Beck has 3 rushing touchdowns, 16 passing touchdowns. That's 19 touchdowns. Mildew has 13 plus 9, 22. So Mildew's got 2 more touchdowns than Beck. Beck completes, no, this is Mildew. Mildew completes 64% of his passes. Beck completes 72% of his passes. So Beck's on a better team with a better record and has better numbers, and he's not winning the Heisman. So neither is Mildew. How many ranked teams has Beck played? Well, he's lost to 0 ranked teams. How many ranked teams has Mildew lost to? How many ranked teams has Mildew lost to? Let's see. 1. That's more than Beck. But Carson Beck has beat 1 ranked team. Mildew has beat, what, 2? Who's the third one? Ole Miss, LSU, and who else? Which one am I leaving out? Oh, Tennessee. Tennessee. Yeah, 3. So after this weekend, Beck will have beaten 2, and Mildew will have beaten 3. After next weekend, 2 weekends from now, Beck will have beaten 3, and Mildew will have beaten 3. The difference being Beck will have lost 0. Mildew lost. Kentucky doesn't count as a ranked win. They're not ranked. Georgia's beat 1 ranked team. Mizzou. After next week, it'll be 2. And the week after that, it'll be 3. It's simple math for most of us, K-Starg. Try to get somebody to help you with it. Mizzou, 1. Ole Miss will be 2. Tennessee will be 3. Try to keep up. Doesn't matter what they were ranked at being ranked at the time doesn't matter. Ole Miss is the USC of the SEC? No, that's LSU. LSU has an amazing offense with a Heisman caliber QB and no defense at all, just like Southern Cal. Mississippi State has a ranked win. Who'd they beat? UJ is on the revenge tour list. We kept those receipts. Okay. Why is it a revenge game, Jarvis? Oh, yeah, because we beat you last time we played. That's right. Who would have thought Kansas would be good? Strength of schedule win for Texas. Yeah, they're up to like 7-2 now. Bama 11-1 instead of 9-3 feels so good to watch y'all be mad. No one's mad. I don't think there's anybody that's trying to avoid Bama. K-Stark is a product of Obama's No Child Left Behind program. You're probably right. It's probably about that age, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. He was probably school age between 2008 and 2016. Yeah, you're probably right. How old are you, K-Stark? Let's see, 2008 was how many years ago? 15? So, he's probably in his 20s. So, yeah, he probably is school age during the Obama administration. Bush was no child left behind. Bama fans, stop talking about beating Georgia. It's not certain we'll face them yet. Kentucky and Auburn are not gimmies, says Woe Tide. Jalen Mildew will do what Bryce Young couldn't. And Tua. And Jalen Hurts. I guess Jalen Hurts got one in 2017 as a starter. No way, Paul. Is that true? K-Star, you don't still live at home, do you? That's not true. That can't be true. Tua won a natty over UGA. No, he didn't. He didn't start and win one. Tua has 0 natties as a starter, buddy. Tua's got 0 natties as a starter. Zero natties as a starter. Stetson Bennett has more natties as a starter than Tua and Bryce Young and Mac Jones combined. How does that make you feel? These Bama fans getting way too excited. Going to hurt so good when they crash because their QB can't pass against a D. Yeah. It's funny that y'all are bringing up 2017, though, because that's probably what's going to happen when Georgia plays Bama this year. The first half of that game, because that's basically what Mildew is. Mildew is like dollar store Jalen Hurts when Jalen Hurts was at Bama. And, of course, Jalen Hurts couldn't run for a yard or complete a pass against UGA, so you had to yank him out of the game at halftime and put somebody else in. Who are you going to put in the second half this year, Bama, man? Who are you going to put in? You going to put in Bart Simpson? Or what's the other guy's name? What's that throwaway y'all got from Notre Dame? Which one of those two you going to put in the second half? Bama versus Georgia in Atlanta? Yeah, that's where the SEC championship game is played. I know it's been a while since you've been there, but yeah. Yeah, Bama's a better matchup for Georgia than LSU is. Because Bama can't throw the ball. All right, I got to refill my coffee. What are you sitting there just staring at folks?
Yeah, that funeral in the beginning was good, wasn't it? Any update on what, Nate? Wait, you did a Manscaped video, Melis? Oh, you think that you think Georgia's going to lose to Tennessee, Paul? You bought some freeze-dried candy. I didn't know there was such a thing as freeze-dried candy. Oh, you think it's very likely. Oh. Yes, that's a great idea, Frank. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. I wouldn't agree with that, Paul. I'm not a big fan of freeze-dried ice cream. No, I'm not a huge fan of Dippin' Dots. My kids love Dippin' Dots, but I'm not a huge fan of Dippin' Dots. Whenever we used to go, like, to places, to, you know, I don't know, say, for instance, like the Coca-Cola Museum or whatever, like, that would be the first thing that my ex and the kids would go look for is, like, freeze-dried ice cream. They love that shit.
No.
What immature taste buds? Whatever. Look. Now I will admit, as I've gotten older, I have tried a lot of different things that I normally wouldn't have tried in my younger years. But I don't know. Once I try something and I don't like it, I'll never eat it again. Immature taste buds. You take that back, sir. That hurts my feelings. Right, exactly. As long as I tried it, right? My favorite kind of ice cream, I mean, I'm pretty basic. I love like strawberry ice cream, so... I'm pretty basic when it comes to ice cream. That's right, Sir UJ. You tell him. I'll take my immature taste buds over your immature blackjack skills, HBP. That was awesome.
However, Billy Paul plays blackjack the same way 8-year-olds play Madden. 4th and 40? I'll go for it.
That was great. Oh. Now, how it would be very interesting to see if he plays like that when he goes to Vegas. Do you play like that when you go to Vegas?
Michael Sprague, that's exactly what he does. That's exactly what he does. Splits 10s, hits on 16, but stays on 14. You know, stuff like that.
We love you, Paul.
Honestly, the funniest thing about playing with him is that he sweats every single decision. No matter
really
how,
does. He
no
really
matter how
does.
big or small, no matter how much he's got bet, it could be a big bet, it could be a small bet, it could be an easy decision, it could be a hard decision. Every single decision he makes at the blackjack table, it looks like somebody trying to decide whether or not they should unplug their dad. Like you can just see the sweat beading up on his forehead on every decision he has to make.
It makes you wonder, like, when he's sitting at the table by himself and there's nobody there, like, with him, you know, like, how he makes these decisions. Because generally when we're with him, like, you know, he'll kind of look over at you or, you know.
He could get dealt a 19. The dealer could have a 3. And he's over there rubbing his forehead like, I already know what's going to happen.
You know what's even better than that? When, like, he's sitting next to somebody and, you know, he's talking to them and then, like, he tries to give them advice on what they should do.
Oh, we have a great time.
Oh, we
Sprague.
do. We do. It's so much fun.
Especially
So
when we
much
all
fun.
go, you know, the group of us. Like, I go by myself quite a bit, and I have fun up there for a day or two by myself. But going with a group, 3, 4, 5 people or more, or whatever, is so much fun. So much fun. I miss it. You know, during the off season, I went quite a bit, but it's hard for me to get away during the season to go.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before, but I mean, that was probably one of the funnest times I had when all of us were sitting at the blackjack table playing blackjack. So,
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I read that yesterday, Chris. They owe 25% right away, and the rest payable over the length of the contract. Born across the street from a casino.
I couldn't even imagine Millis at a blackjack table.
Is Clemson back now that they beat Rudy? Well, I wouldn't even put Clemson in the back category. They're not like Tennessee, Notre Dame, Texas, and Miami. Lou, do you think there would be 2 teams from Pepperjack?
And Paul says his roulette strategies are tops, though. Are
No.
they? Are they?
No, PR, I don't. Oregon and Washington would have to each have 2 losses, and the Big 12 winner would have to have 2 losses. Both of those things would have to happen in order for any conference to get 2 teams in. Now, the Big 12 scenario could happen because if Texas loses, everybody in the Big 12 except Texas has 2 losses already. So if Texas loses the Big 12 title game, then the Big 12 is out. But it's hard to see a way where the winner of the Pac-12 is going to have 2 losses. It's either going to be Oregon or Washington, and no conference is going to get a second team in over a 1-loss conference champion. If Texas and Bama are both 12 and well, I think if Texas and Bama are both 12-1, they're both in. But if somebody had to choose between those two, it would be Texas. What does that say? Hufford Billy Paul plays blackjack like Deion calls. Well, Deion don't even call plays. He's not a football coach.
Blackjack game is in ballet
A lot of people are saying otherwise, but I just don't think it's likely with multiple teams from each conference besides the Big 12 is vying for a playoff spot. I don't know what you mean by lots of people are saying it's likely, but anybody that's saying that it's likely that a conference would get a second team in over a one-loss conference champion doesn't know what they're talking about, because there's just zero chance that would happen.
Are you going to have Jay Shites install that standalone tub, Paul?
Billy Napier post game. It's not my job to preach patience. Nobody knows, Huffer Billy Paul. Nobody knows.
Yeah. No, your guess would be as good as his, as far as what's going on with this car.
I'm calling them today though, and getting somebody on the phone, and somebody's going to explain things to me.
Nate is actually asking about this coming weekend too. He wants to know the status
What?
of this weekend if we're going to Charleston this weekend.
I don't hang out with cheaters.
Yes, that would be great, Celine. But I mean, he wants it fixed though too.
Yeah, just giving it back to me is no good if it's not fixed. I
Right.
want it fixed.
Oh,
What's even
don't
more
say that, Drewski.
confusing is on the estimate that they sent me, it's only, hold on, let me find it again. There's $3,400 worth of damage. That can't be all that much. Like, that's the total. $2,500 in parts, $600 in labor, $150 in materials. So that can't be that much. So why does it take 5 weeks to repair $3,400 worth of damage?
I don't know. I'm not a mechanic.
Yeah.
So hey, Prius is a good car.
Yeah, I don't know. About the supply chain, I don't know. I mean, my car was there for 2 weeks before they ever put it on a lift and looked at it. That's the problem. My car sat there for 2 weeks like a piece of furniture. That's really what's pissing me off. Yeah, I'm going to call them, and somebody's going to tell me something today. A hood repair on my car took 56 days. What?
Wow.
Oh, and then listen to what else they told me. So what happened when I mean, I think I told the story before, but I was riding down that road where they're doing all that road work, and the car in front of me slung something up at my windshield. It hit my windshield, and it sounded like a gunshot, and I don't really know if I jerked the wheel or if it was just a reflex or what. But anyway, I jerked the wheel, and that's what took me over the median. It tore my car up. Well, they told me they're not paying for the windshield because it wasn't a result of the accident. And I said, well, no, I know that. The windshield wasn't a result of the accident. The windshield was the cause of the accident. And they're like, well, you'll have to file a separate claim on that. And I said, now, why would I do that? The cost of a windshield is less than the deductible. Why would I? Anyway, so you know how they try to get you coming and going. That's probably smart PR if that's what they're going to do. Same issue as you. Couldn't get an actual person on the phone, so I got to ride up to the shop and talk to someone and show me that I actually still had my damn car. You know, I was talking to my dad yesterday, and he said that's what he was like. If I was you, I would have been done went up there and, like, you know, make somebody tell me something. Let me see my car, like that kind of thing. And I was like, well, yeah, I guess.
And don't blame the mechanic shop.
And definitely don't take it to that shop. Yeah. They told me they had issues matching the paint.
Wow, and that's why it took so long for them to replace. That's crazy. The hood. Yeah, that's right, Pa. When you come up here on Sunday, Celine, you can drive him over to the shop.
Well, the other thing is, I know I need a couple of new tires, too. I'm going to have to do that probably as soon as I get the car back. I think I'm due for an oil change, too. I thought about calling them last week and say, hey, while my car is up there, can I have a couple of tires sent to you? But then I was like, no, if I do that, that'd probably add an extra 2 weeks to the timeline. I said, I'm not giving them anything extra to do. Thoughts on calling into a Vol, Gator, or Bama call-in show? I don't have no interest in that.
No, it's not necessarily that he needs drama. He needs his car. That's all there is to it. He's a very busy and important person.
Well, it's just there's a lot of anxiety that goes into not having a car.
There is.
For
I
a day
agree.
or two. I'm going on 2.5 weeks, and according to them, it's going to be at least another 2.5 weeks. You have to do a lot of pre-planning to survive without a car. I don't live in New York City where you can walk outside and catch the subway somewhere. Like, there's no mass transit here. Like, without a car, Augusta's not the type of town you can live in without a car. It's just not. Unless you're going to Uber everywhere you go, But, I mean... I'll drive from Texas and give you a ride. Yeah, they're reputable. Yeah, they're the best place in town. They do the best work in town. Look, if I get the car back and everything is fixed perfectly, I'm not going to care that it took 5 weeks. I would rather it take longer and have the work done right. Now, that's not an excuse, in my opinion, for them having my car for 2.5 weeks and not calling me one single time to update me what's going on. And then the two times I have called them, only twice. And I'm not one of these people that's bothering them twice a day. I have called them twice in 2.5 weeks. It's not like I'm up there rattling their cage constantly. It's one thing for it to take, if it's going to take 5 weeks, it's going to take 5 weeks. If the work is done right, that's fine. But
It's
they
just
should
the non-communication.
Yeah, it's not ridiculous for me to expect to be updated once a week on what's going on. That's my biggest issue. And then when I call up there, they act like I'm bothering them. That's what pisses me off.
And I mean, I think that's the thing too. Like, even if they were to call you once a week for an update, if they were to tell you, "Hey, look, we're backed up," or there's a supply issue.
Fuck
yeah.
you. I mean, any
Yeah.
calling me and telling me anything. Fuck you. I don't just something. But no, nothing. And I don't have rental car coverage on my insurance. I've got I get a discount. But the thing is, I work from home. And the other thing is, when I dropped the car off, they didn't tell me boo or anything else about how long it was going to take.
Yes.
They didn't tell me, hey, just so you know, this might take 5 or 6 weeks. They didn't say that. And having never experienced this before, I'm thinking maybe a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. Well, because I work from home, and the only real obligation I have in terms of driving during the week is taking my son to soccer practice a couple of times. I said, well, I can arrange for him to get a ride to soccer a couple of days a week for the next couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. Whether it's, I can get a friend's, whether he rides with a friend. His sister is 16 now. His sister drives. His sister can take him a day or two. Like, I can get by a couple of weeks. But then after the couple of weeks goes by, they tell me, oh, by the way, it might be 5 or 6 weeks. Like, that's a long time. That's a long time. I don't know what my discount would be on the rental cars in this area for like your, what do they call it, economy cars, the lower end rental cars. The rates in this area are around $40 or $50 a day. So I don't know what the discount is they would give me. I don't know if it's like a percentage off. I don't know if it's a flat fee like you're mentioning there, $25. I really don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, damn, Biscuit. I'm sorry to hear. I hope she's okay. Is she okay? I have a RAV4 too.
I've had to go and steal my car back from the mechanic because it sat in their parking lot for over 2 weeks, and the whole time they lied to me saying they were working on it. Yeah. That's the lesson I've learned here from this thing. This is the first time I've ever had to deal with anything like this. But next time, hopefully there won't be a next time. But if I ever have to take a car into a body shop like this again, whether it's because of a wreck or anything else, before I decide on which body shop I'm going to take it to, I will call a couple of body shops and say, hey, what kind of workload if I bring my car in, are you able to start on it this week? Are you currently 3 weeks behind? Like, what's the deal? Like I didn't do that. I kind of just knew where I wanted to take it. And since that was on their list of recommended shops or whatever it is, I said, yeah, let's take it there. Because I know they do good work. I should have, if I had it to do over again, I'd call around a couple of places and find somebody that could tell me they could get started on it now. Yeah, I didn't have, see, my car is drivable. It's just the front end is messed up. So it was drivable. So I didn't have to get a wrecker or anything like that. I drove it up there. The front end, it needs a whole new front end. The entire front end's got to be replaced from tire to tire. One of the headlights was damaged somehow, which thank God they found that. I didn't even know one of the headlights was damaged, but I'm glad they found it because it's $800 to replace a headlight in that car. So they're replacing a headlight. They're replacing the entire front end, which is one piece that goes from tire to tire. And they're replacing the front spoiler and the splash guard that's underneath. It was also knocked out of alignment from hitting the curb, so they're doing an alignment. That's all I know of that they're doing. That's it. Now there may be something else, and I don't know, but that's all I know that they're fixing. That was wrong. That's all I know. Now when I drove it up there, the car was not shaking, but it was like you could hear rattling different places inside the car. I'm an idiot when it comes to cars. I'm hoping and assuming that's because it was out of alignment is why it was doing that. But obviously, whenever they do call me and tell me it's ready, I'm gonna pay attention to all that kind of stuff when I drive it off that lot to make sure all that stuff is fixed.
Oh, I think that was one of the issues, JC. They only had they have one lift for a car that's as low as his, I think. Wasn't that one of the issues?
Yeah, that was that's what they told me first. And again, not knowing anything about these kinds of things, I'm car ignorant. I'll just admit it to you. I can change oil, I can put gas in a car, I can change a tire. Other than that, I'm ignorant when it comes to cars. But yes, they did call me and tell me that they have like 5 or 6 lifts, but that there's only one, they only have one lift that they can put my car on because of how low it is, and there was already something else on that lift. That now, whether they're pissing down my leg and tell me it's raining, or whether that's the truth, I don't know, because I'm not smart enough to know. But that is what they told me. They did tell me that.
Scott, you need to listen to Tuesday's call-in show. I'm sure Octavian will be on there.
What happened, Octavian? What?
Octavian owes Scott Kerr money. They made a bet.
Oh. Well. You should pay. What was the bet?
On the Florida-Georgia game.
No, I mean, how much?
$100, I think, is what Scott said.
He bet $100 straight up? Or with points?
I'm not sure.
Oh, my God, Octavian. What are you doing?
I'm not sure. Scott said he did straight up.
What was Georgia favored by in that game? 2 touchdowns? Something like that. Why would he do that? Why would anybody bet that game straight up? 17? Oh, my God. How much is Georgia favored over Ole Miss? 10, 11 points, something like that? We'll go through all the games tonight on Lunch Money. 11, Anthony says. Okay. What about Tennessee and Missouri? That's got to be close to a pick 'em there. It's at Missouri, right? Missouri might be a small favorite, but it's probably 1 or 2 points one way or the other. That's a pick 'em? Okay. That makes sense. What about Penn State, Michigan? UGA was favored 14.5, not 11. We're talking about the Ole Miss game. I'd be surprised if they're favored by 14.5 over Ole Miss. 10 or 11 sounds right to me. I haven't looked, but 10 or 11 sounds right for Ole Miss to me, not 14. Michigan was a 6.5 point favorite over Penn State. Okay. It's minus 10.5 for the Ole Miss game. That sounds right. Ole Miss is the only SEC team Kirby hadn't beaten.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
0-1. Played Ole Miss his first year and lost. At Ole Miss. Hey, what's up, Nick?
Octavian's related to Peanut.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
Yeah, you may never see that $100 then, in that case.
What's up, Bo, man? All right, buddy. Have a good day at work. Bama's a 10.5 point favorite over Kentucky. You know, after the way Devin Leary played against Tennessee, I thought, you know what, if you can keep that up, they might have a chance against Bama. But did you see what Devin Leary did this past weekend? Again, back to the can't do nothing shit. So, Devin Leary looking good that 1 week against Tennessee was just a product of playing Tennessee. It's not a product of him or Kentucky figuring something out offensively, because he was right back to not being worth a shit again this past weekend. I think Alabama will blow them out. He also never beat Texas. Only 2 teams he has never beat. No, there's about 100 teams he's never beat. Those definitely aren't the only 2. Check super chats. Sorry. It's only right that Saban be the one to put Kirby and the Georgia Bowers back in their place. Uncle Lou, meet us in Atlanta. And good luck, Jarvis. Good luck with that, buddy. Bama fans just can't stop talking about playing UGA. You got your "We Want UGA" signs ready? Been talking about that shit for a year and a half. I've been talking about that since January of 2021. A long time y'all been talking about how much y'all want Georgia. UJ living rent-free in the Gump's heads. That Nazir Stackhouse penalty was absurd. Which one was that? Was that the one, the late hit or something? The refereeing in college football is so bad. So bad. Yeah, that call was bad. There was a pass interference call that, like, one of the worst pass interference calls I've ever seen. And there was plenty of calls that were bad in Georgia's favor, too. Like, Missouri got screwed a couple of times, too. I mean, it worked both ways. It wasn't just Georgia getting screwed. Missouri got screwed on some calls, too. It was just, I don't know. And it's not just one particular game or one particular conference. It's just like across the country, you watch these games. And to me, the worst part, I know referees are going to miss calls, like, and get calls wrong. And you don't like it, but you kind of just, it is what it is. I mean, there's going to be holding and they just don't see it. There's going to be pass interference and they just don't see it, that kind of thing. Like, you don't like it, but you can understand it. But these replays, these replays are so out of control. So out of control. I think the SEC, or every conference, but we'll just say the SEC. The SEC should go to its member institutions and say, look, we're going to keep 10% of the TV money every year, and we're hiring full-time officials. That would be, what, $10 million a year? Whatever it is. And we're going to hire full-time officials. And we're going to train them. And in the off season, they're going to, they're going to do simulated games. They're going to watch games and make calls. They're going to, whatever. Like, they need to do something. The referee situation is out of control. They're terrible at their job. In the West Virginia game, there was an ineligible man downfield. It took 20 minutes for the rest to figure out. Well, yeah, in the Georgia game, Carson Beck dropped back to throw a pass. There was nowhere to go with the ball. So he threw it it was a screen pass they were trying to set up, basically. So there's nowhere to go with it, though. So he basically threw it at the feet of, like, the running back. And then they threw a flag. The flag was for pass interference. First of all, there was no pass interference anywhere to be found. Second of all, they reviewed the play for 20 minutes and then did away with the pass interference because they determined the ball went behind the line of scrimmage. It was just fucking weird.
Oh, yeah.
And it took 10, 15 minutes. And I'll admit, part of the problem, I create some of my own problem with my aggravation with referees and the reviews because I watch the games on mute. So I don't, like, if the announcers are explaining what's going on, I don't hear that, But if the announcers have to explain what the referees are doing, then the referees are doing too fucking much. Like, it's a disaster. The NFL doesn't have full-time refs, Slim. NFL referees are insurance agents and real estate agents and cashiers at Walmart. They're not full-time refs in the NFL. They're part-time job. A lot of them are attorneys. Yeah, I mean, or whatever the job is. But the point is they're doing whatever they do Monday through Friday, and then they're hopping on a plane Friday night, flying to some college campus somewhere and refereeing the biggest college football games on the planet and fucking them up. And then they get on a plane, they go back home and teach social studies the next week again. Well, it started out as a money thing, Paul. Like, they're like, they work 15 Saturdays a year. So let's just hire them part-time. But there's enough money now. Let's say some random referee somewhere is an attorney. Now, I know an attorney could make $1 million a year, or an attorney could make $100,000 a year, or anywhere in between. But what would you have to pay somebody for them to be only a referee? $100,000 a year? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who would love to, for their only job, to be college referee for $100,000 a year. But whatever the amount is, $75K, $100K, $125, $150K a year, whatever it is, and let's get rid of these fucking part-timers. Michael Hogg. Yeah, let's get Michael Hogg, and let's make sure he's the head official too. So he.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
No.
He's the one that talks into the microphone.
No.
Yeah,
no.
Let's make sure of that too.
No.
I can see somebody in the NCAA office sitting around going, "How can we make the officiating even more annoying for college football fans?" And some guy in the back raises his hand and he goes, "Well, I know this guy named Michael Hogg." Can you imagine him flipping his microphone on and trying to explain like something complicated, like a play getting overturned and the ball having to be respotted and time added back to the clock and the ball respotted up to the 40? Like, if he had to explain that.
That being said.
Jeez.
Bless his heart. That's right, Paul. First he would ask, how you doing?
Well, he would just have to ask.
And hugs.
I just have to ask. No,
how you doing
don't.
in hugs? Yeah, I have to ask you. you first.
There's literally nothing that you, quote, have to ask in a YouTube comment section. Nothing. You don't have to ask anything. Every question you ask is a choice, dude. You don't have to ask. Quit saying that. Well, I just have to ask. No, you don't. You're choosing to ask. Jeff Lebby is the reason Oklahoma wins games. That's the offensive coordinator, right? Because you know they want him fired. Oklahoma fans want their offensive coordinator fired because they gave up 38 points to Kansas on defense. It's just weird. Oklahoma fans are weird, man. They are something. I mean, not all of them, but there was a lot of Oklahoma fans wanted Jeff Lebby fired after the Kansas game, and I'm like, you scored 33 points. You should win every game where you score 33.
There you go, Brandon. Could you imagine VicTube on the mic as a ref?
Oh, no. It'd take him an hour to call a holding penalty. I think I would make a good referee.
I don't know.
It's gonna be a 15-yard penalty because this dumbass over here hit this guy. He was clearly out of bounds. That's 15 yards that way. Automatic first down. Let's go.
You get irritated too easily, I think. Yeah.
Like, as soon as I wouldn't even wait for the play to end.
No, you wouldn't.
Like, right in the middle of the play, I'll just flip my mic on and be like, holy shit, you just tackled that guy. That's obvious holding. 10-yard penalty.
I don't even need to see the replay. Yeah.
Yeah, and if they did go to instant replay, the whole time I'd have my microphone on going, you got 60 seconds, man. If you can't overturn it in 60 seconds, then it doesn't need to be overturned. Let's go. It's supposed to be clear and obvious and indisputable. Yeah, if you can't figure that out in a minute, then it's not indisputable. Put the ball down and let's go. Yeah, that was holding, dummy. or how about this? You know how every time a wide receiver doesn't catch a pass now, it's like a law that they have to stand up and throw their hands up in the air and look at the referee like, where's the flag? Hey, dummy, just catch the ball, man. That wasn't pass interference. Stop crying.
You'd be on there being like, yeah, your scholarship's revoked.
Yeah. If it hits in your hands, you're supposed to catch it, man. You're literally here to catch passes, bro.
Right. I don't name these people.
I don't name these people. Intentional grounding on DJ UncleLouHere. Loss of down in that.
You know what? That would actually be amazing to see. Right. That was just piss poor play calling.
Yeah. I'd make a great referee. One of these B leagues should do that, like the XFL or USFL or whatever, if they're even still around. I don't know, but like they should get referees more involved like that. Like let the referees be like, holy shit, that was holding. Like that was obvious, man.
Oh, man.
Are y'all there? OBS just disconnected for a second. Y'all still there? All right. OBS just disconnected and reconnected.
Yeah, I don't think Nate would make a good referee. He'd be too busy looking at the cheerleaders and shit. Oh, Slim.
Got to be able to run to be a ref? Not really. Some of them don't know. Like if you're like a line judge or something, yeah. Or like lined up on the outside, yeah. But like not the one that lines up behind the quarterback. You don't have to be able to run for that. I better not run me over. Oh yeah, Austin Armstrong was going to revolutionize Florida's defense. I haven't Googled. I haven't Googled it to see how that's worked out, but. Well, I sure am glad Cowpoke Ranch showed up this morning. Cowpoke, if you're still listening, thank you for those generous super chats, man. I really appreciate that.
Would you eject someone for being a 5-star dummy?
If they argued with me, I would. I'm not put up with that shit. Yeah, on YouTube, you have to hit at least $100 a month before YouTube will even pay you. And there are some months on this channel it doesn't hit $100.
Oh.
But it will this month thanks to Cowpoke Ranch.
Good folk there, Cowpoke Ranch.
There's some months on this channel I work completely for free, basically. I'm not complaining. I don't necessarily do this second channel for money. I do this channel to get me up in the morning. That's why I have this show. To get me out of bed and get me started working so that I can make videos for the other channel. So I'm not complaining, but I'm obviously still grateful for Cowpoke, man. Lou, it would be great if you called the car shop on the channel. Yeah, I'm sure you'd enjoy that. No, I'm not going to do that, right, Paul? I don't have anything to complain about this time of year. What do video games and makeup have in common? I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, could you imagine you, like, when you're making these calls as a referee, calling the people by the names that you give them, like Binky Williams?
Yeah.
Holding on Binky Williams.
Holding Binky Williams. Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
And quit sucking on that damn pacifier, man. You're grown. What are you doing? There was another game this weekend. I forget which one it was. Were you here?
Yeah, it was the Georgia and Mizzou game.
Mizzou man. Mm-hmm. A Mizzou man had a gold pacifier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it was. It wasn't like one of their star players, I don't think. Like it wasn't Brady Cook or Luther Burden, I don't think. I don't remember who it was. But, yeah, there was a Mizzou man this weekend that had a gold pacifier. I'm like, what is this? I think Binky Williams stopped doing it. I don't know if somebody made him. I don't know if he watched Uncle Lou like he was supposed to and realized how dumb he looked. But like a week or two after I pointed that out, he quit doing it. He quit wearing it.
Oh yeah, and then calling the the plays on, or whatever with the ones that don't have numbers on their jerseys. You'd be like, I don't know who the fuck got that penalty.
Oh yeah, because they don't have a name. The name.
The name. Yeah. Oh yeah, they don't have the name.
Yeah, Notre Dame, Southern Cal. Yeah. If they don't, I mean, yeah, that's ridiculous in 2023 that they don't have names on the back of the jerseys. Did y'all see the names on the back of the Florida jerseys this week?
Mm-mm.
Did y'all see it? They weren't names. They were motivational expressions.
Are you serious?
Excellence. Like Graham Mertz had excellence on the back of his jersey. Honor, integrity, loyalty.
So on top of them having the black uniforms, they had these motivational names on the back.
On the back of Ricky Pearsall's jersey, it said losing record again.
Oh, stop it.
Whoever number 3 is for Florida, it said losing record 3, because this is their third losing record in a row. What's worse, black uniforms at noon or crocodile print uniforms? I'll go with the crocodile print. Those, even Florida fans didn't like those. I mean, look, Georgia's got a uniform like that too. Remember when we played Boise State back in like 2011 or something, and we wore those ugly ass Power Ranger looking uniforms? Those were horrendous. Even most Florida fans I know hated those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle uniforms that Florida wore that year. So. What do you call a mechanic who does nothing but sit by the couch? I don't know. I really wanted Tennessee to wear those blue uniforms this weekend. An ottoman.
That was a great dad joke, Sir EGA.
All right, I'm going to get out of here and get myself worked up to call this mechanic place. I'll be excited to update y'all tomorrow on it. Let you know how it goes.
Have a good morning.
Yeah. Y'all enjoy your Monday. I hope your week gets off to a good start. Me and Pete will be on at 10 o'clock tonight. And we'll look ahead to all this coming weekend's games like we do every Monday. So I hope to see y'all over there. But enjoy the rest of your day. Hope it goes great. Have a good morning.